This right here is part 2 of the podcast we recorded after Lizette got back from being trapped in Mexico when Hurricane Norma hit Cabo and Lizette's sister's wedding. This is part 2. The podcast was so long I had to chop it in pieces. So if you didn't hear part 1 yet, go back an episode, find it. And if you already watched that part, you're in the right place. Part 2, let's go. Thank you for watching on YouTube. We appreciate you. Did you do your maid of honor speech? Because that's when it should have happened. Right after the first dance.
So, no, not after the first dance.
I mean, like right around.
I didn't know it was supposed to happen. Showbiz's mic wasn't working, so that's why he's the one that did the first dance announcement because he's just like much bigger with a much stronger voice.
Oh, he just yelled.
Yeah, he just yelled.
Okay.
Because his mic wasn't working, so I did it. I forgot about that. I thought I was off the hook giving the speech, and at the end of the lobby party. A lot of people had already left. Like, a lot of people got really drunk. Oh, yeah. So they already left back to their rooms.
Don't say.
It was just me, my sister, Eric, Showbiz, and the photographer, and then, like, her 2 friends that were the only ones still left in the lobby from our group. And they're like, hey, you didn't give your speech. Do it right now. And I was like, okay. So she gave me, like, this crushed water bottle, and I took it, and I'm like, okay, so I gave my speech.
Do your speech. Let me hear it. Because you said there was a joke on it that you weren't going to tell me.
Okay. I should ask my sister actually recorded it. I should have asked her to send the video. So this was my speech.
Okay, go.
So I basically was like, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Selena's younger sister. We're 2 years apart and we always grew up very close. She's always been my best friend. I've always looked up to her. I always like copied everything she did. And then, as we got older, the roles kind of reversed, and I became the bigger sister, even though I was younger. I was bigger than her, and she would like copy everything that I did, and first I got arrested, and then she got arrested.
You said this, and this is part of your wedding speech.
This was going to be part of my speech.
Okay.
Then I got pregnant, and then she got pregnant, and she just kept copying everything I did, and then she kept getting pregnant, and then I just didn't want to play that game anymore. I was like, you win, you can have it. And then I was like, because obviously people are going to be like, ha, 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 ha.
Right. You break for the laughter.
For the laughter, like.
Applause break.
Just let them collect themselves.
Sure.
And then I was just going to be like, but, AJ, we're really happy to welcome you into the family. And, we're really happy that you guys are here getting married. And, congratulations. Here's to the bride and groom. We love you. And then that was going to be my speech.
Oh, short and sweet.
Short and sweet.
I like it. Good job.
Thank you.
That was a funny one.
Yep.
What did she say about the whole pregnancy and then arrest jokes in there?
Oh, she wasn't there for that. She got drunk and left. So
you did the maid of honor speech to who then?
My little sister.
Okay.
The photographer.
Okay.
Her 2 friends who I didn't know.
Uh-huh.
And
the groom?
And Eric.
So the bride or groom weren't there?
No. Because it was unexpected. I didn't know. Like they just off the whim were like, do your speech. What were you going to say?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do my speech. So I just did it because they were like, do your speech.
Well, did the best man ever do an impromptu speech sometime that weekend also? I guess not.
I don't know.
Because he probably worked hard on his speech and stressed on his speech.
No, he didn't.
No?
No, he didn't. Because they was like, you got your speech ready? And he was like, it's right here. Pointing to his head. And we was like, shit. This is not going to be good. But we all were the same way. Like, do you have your speech ready? I'm like, it's right here.
Trust me.
Hey, AJ, did you write your vows yet? I got it right here. So we all were just like, whatever. But that was Saturday. Saturday night when we had the lobby party was when it started feeling like we were on vacation. And having fun. And Sunday was the same thing. They had a buffet breakfast.
Like real buffet?
A real buffet breakfast
okay,
like they did for dinner. But everything was still closed. So Sunday, we had breakfast and then we went to our rooms to get ready. And then we took a shuttle into town.
Okay.
So we got out of the hotel and we walked around and, we bought souvenirs and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then we had lunch out there. And I didn't know it until we left. But while we were walking around in town, like it's still hot and humid, right? So we're all wearing like shorts and chanclas. Mm-hmm. And the town was also flooded and just like shit was torn apart.
Now there's 2 parts of Cabo. There's like Los Cabos and like San Jose. Like, was it like?
I don't know.
Okay, never mind.
I don't know where.
Because they're two different like parts.
Wherever Senor Frogs was, because we got dropped. We got dropped off right there.
I know where you're at. Okay.
Yeah, I was like on the water. There's like hella boats and stuff.
That's on the Los Cabos area. I think. Yeah.
So we were there and we walked around. We all bought stuff. I got hustled into buying this fucking bracelet from this little girl. Like, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
I was like, I get it here. And so we eat lunch and then we shuttle back to the hotel. And my sister that was staying with me in my room, she was like, before you like go anywhere, you should go wash your feet and like clean your shoes. And I was like, why? And she was like, you didn't realize that we were walking in sewage?
What?
And I was like,
when you were in downtown? When you were in the city?
Yes. I was like, what? She was like, yeah. Their sewage system flooded and it all rose to the top, and that's what we were walking in. Like, that wasn't flood water, like that wasn't rain. And I was like,
that's gross. How did she know that?
I didn't think anything of it, but there was an area where it like smelled like shit, like it smelled really bad.
Yeah.
And then I think it clicked in her head, but to me, it just smelled like dirty water.
Oh, that's so gross.
Yeah.
That's gross.
I will say we weren't just like kicking water around.
Yeah, you weren't splashing in the puddles.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were jumping in puddles and we were walking around the puddles and doing everything not to walk in them because we were wearing like sandals and stuff. We didn't want our feet getting wet.
Yeah.
But like, it was still there.
You were barefoot in that sewage.
That happened.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't remember what we did Sunday night. I feel like, we went out to a club.
Okay.
The club finally opened back up. They had karaoke at 8 o'clock. It turned into a club at 10 o'clock. We were beefing with another bridal party, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Did they also have their wedding canceled?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't feel like telling that story. I'll just finish my trip.
Okay.
We'll save that for another podcast.
Okay.
Monday was our last day in Cabo and the only day that we had to like enjoy the resort. Like everything was open again except for the beach. The pools were open. It was beautiful weather. Sun was out. It was warm. Restaurants were open. So my sister her and her family went to go like swim with dolphins.
Oh, cool.
And I was like, I don't want to do that. Like, it's our last day here. I just want to stay at the pool.
Yeah.
And like me and my aunt booked a couples massage. Pretty sure they thought we were lesbians. We booked a couples massage at the spa, which is ghetto as fuck, by the way. Like, their spa was under construction, so they moved the spa into a suite.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I did a couple massage once with my fiance, and it was, I forget where we were, but it was some like mud bath, like some mud massage. And so she's more sensitive and like fragile than me. Like, if I go get a massage, I'm like, look, like my back hurts, my neck hurts. Like, I want you to like to dig it out. Dig it out, right?
I don't like that either.
And so she's like, no, just be very gentle with me. Like, almost like just rub me. So we do this freaking mud massage thing, and I'm standing there, and they just rub mud on me. And I'm like, what? And they go, all right, like go wash it off, and like you're done now. And I'm like, she spent like 15 minutes like just literally just rubbing mud on me. Like, no squeeze, no pressure. I'm like, dude, this sucks. And meanwhile, my fiance's like, this is great. I love it. I'm like, this sucks.
You sounded like Donald Trump when you said that.
This is great. This is the best mud massage I've ever had. So yeah, I did a couple massages. I'm like, this is stupid because her and I want two different massage strengths.
And I had to pee so bad halfway through the massage that I couldn't even like enjoy the last half of it because I was just like, when the fuck is this going to be over? I have to pee so bad. And then it was like in a essentially
Sweet.
like a bedroom.
Yeah.
So the AC's on. It's so fucking cold. All I have is a little sheet on me. So like my nipples were so hard. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope she doesn't think that I'm like getting horny or like turned on or something. But as she's rubbing me down, I was like so scared. It was so bad. And so she finishes finally, and me and my aunt, we got up to get dressed, and we both were like, I have to pee so bad. Holy shit, I have to pee so bad. So we did the massage and then went back to the pool. I mean, it was nice, I guess, I think I had a better massage in Cancun when I did it.
Yeah.
So we just spent the whole day at the pool, and then the next day, we left Cabo.
Damn.
Tuesday morning.
That sucks.
And it sucks that we like half the vacation, like
you were hunkering down from the storm.
We were locked in our rooms. We were being fed fucking quesadillas and ham sandwiches. Like, so we're all like dealing with a lot of back and forth with the hotel to be like, look, we're not asking for a full refund. We're just asking for something.
Yeah,
like,
you better credit me. For sure.
I don't want hotel credit because I'm not coming back.
No, but credit me some of that. Some of that is what I'm saying.
But yeah.
Speaking of massage, the weirdest one I had was, I remember exactly where it was also. It was a Sunday. I just ran some half marathon in San Francisco. This is when I was big into half marathons, right? Mm-hmm. So I ran, it was a Sunday half marathon, and I think it was on Super Bowl Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah. And so
someone take his man card.
So half marathon in the morning, 13 miles through the hills, through the wind, whatever, get home. And I think I'm watching the Super Bowl at my mom's house in Mountain View in the Bay Area. And I'm like, dang, man, my legs are stiff. My back hurts. I'm like, I wonder if I could find a massage place that's open right now. So
were the windows covered?
So
they're boarded up.
I go on like Yelp or Google or something like that, and I'm in Mountain View, and there is a spot on Super Bowl Sunday that's open like till 9. Mm-hmm. I remember I had my motorcycle, so I'm like, all right. So I ride my motorcycle down El Camino into this place in Sunnyvale, where I don't think I ever noticed there was a massage parlor there. But yeah, it was dark. There was this weird little like lobby waiting room type of thing, and there were a couple other people there. I'm like, what y'all doing here 9 o'clock on a Sunday night for? Weirdos. At least I ran a marathon, or I ran a half marathon. So whatever. So I go in there. It's not my first. It's not my first massage, and so I had like compression shorts. I had like compression shorts on, right? I just felt weird. I'm like, this lady's a little older. This place feels a little shady. I'm not getting naked under this towel. Like, maybe if I'm at a spa, yes, but like not here.
I was completely naked under my sheet.
Yeah.
My aunt had her bathing suit bottoms on, and like I was in a bathing suit too, but I asked the lady like, what do I take off?
Yeah.
Like, do I take off everything?
Yeah.
And she was like, it's better if you do. And I was like, okay. So I took off everything, but I'm like, you didn't even massage my booty. I could have just kept my bottoms on.
Could have kept them off. Yeah. Yeah. They're trying to sneak peeks.
You didn't give me a happy ending. I could have kept my bottoms on.
I could have. Yeah. So I kept mine on, and then this older lady, mind you, I'm just going to keep going back to this. She's like this older lady. So she's like, whatever, neck, shoulders, back, all that stuff.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
Yep,
wipe me down.
She's getting into like my waist. Like she pulls my waist down a little bit, like the waist on my shorts down a little bit.
Are you on your back or your front?
I'm on my stomach now.
Oh.
And then like she'll either they tuck the little, do they do that to you? Like pull down, they tuck the sheet like into your waist.
I was naked, so there's nothing to tuck
nothing to tuck.
into.
So your little like plumber's crack showing. It's like, this is weird. Like half my ass crack is showing. Like when I purposely wore compression shorts, but whatever. So then she does something. So she's massaging, and then she goes, she's like, it's better, or I just pull. She goes, I just move. She goes, I just move. She goes, I just move. I'm like, what? And she goes, I just move. And she pulls them down. I'm like, I left them on purpose. And she does this thing with the oil. I've never had this done. I've had so many massage treatments and therapy and like different spas and like foot massage places.
What did she do?
She did this thing as she's getting my whole back oily. She gets her forearm, and like, she's massaging my back with her forearm. Uh-huh. And then she starts going down my leg with her elbow. And then, for whatever freaking reason,
wait, I think I know where this is going.
This has never happened to me before.
I feel like I know where this is going because of how you just held your hand up.
She starts sliding her oiled up forearm up and down the middle of my butt crack. Like she goes up and down, and nowhere has this ever happened to me. I'm like, what the hell?
What did you say anything?
No, but I'm just like,
did you like it?
No, I didn't like it because this is old lady, and now I'm naked when I tried not to be, and oily. My back's oily.
So her whole from right here,
from elbow to like wrist, going.
Honestly, that's fucking disgusting.
Up and down in my crack.
I would never want to stick my arm in anyone's ass.
For real?
Like, let's be honest. I'm not even doing that to my own child.
Yeah.
Like, if I had to for whatever medical reason, sure. But I'm not, touching my kid's butt.
No. I don't know why she invented that move. Or, why she broke it out on me. And Yeah, man. No, it was the weirdest thing. And then
Maybe that's what maybe it was a little test to see how you would react to know if she should do more or if she should stop.
And it was and again, I'm going back to the fact that she was like this old lady, because it wasn't like a, hey, happy ending, like, hey, do you want this? It wasn't like, I don't think it was one of those girls. It wasn't like a brothel. It was just old lady.
I've seen old lady strippers before,
Maybe.
so you never know.
Rubbing her forearm. Yeah. No, man. I've had probably like 3 dozen massages. At least. And that was the first time someone ever put their forearm up my butt. First and last that's ever happened. I remember where I was, what day it was.
Well, yeah, you're violated. You're traumatized.
El Camino in Sunnyvale. And then I'm like, and I remember, and again, I had my motorcycle with me because I was like lugging my helmet and my jacket into this little massage room.
She must have saw you right up in the motorcycle and was like, I know where I need to massage. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
No.
I'm going to break out the 4Armor 3000.
The 4Armor 3000. Yeah, that was brutal. So
that's fucking hilarious.
Let's wrap up this podcast. I was going to say one thing.
Oh, yeah. Do you have any questions about Cabo other than
So you walked
about
through
the time
sewage.
that I walked through shit?
You walked through sewage. You didn't give your speech. What's your sister's take on it? Like, oh, hey, all is well that ends well. That turned out to be pretty good. Or like, F this place.
You know, I really didn't ask her.
She wasn't talking, huh?
I just didn't want to like be in her ear. We're
Yeah.
all trying to enjoy what time we have left. I didn't want to be like, so how do you feel? I did ask my niece if she had fun.
Sure.
What was her favorite part? My niece is my sister that got married's daughter, by the way. I asked her what her favorite part about the whole trip was, and she was like, she said the wedding was her favorite part.
Oh, cute.
Because it was like, even though it wasn't as planned, she just was like, we just like did it at the last moment, and like it all came together, and you know, so she said the wedding was her favorite part. So I did make sure to tell my sister that, like,
That's good.
so that she knew it wasn't all shitty. Okay, like everyone had a good time.
Yeah.
Everyone enjoyed it.
And then did she come home like you guys had the same trip then, right? Like
We all left at the same time. The hotel is going to accommodate her and her husband with 5 nights for them to go back and do their honeymoon.
Oh, cool.
So that's going to be cool. I'm like, that's great that they're accommodating you guys and not us. Love that. But yeah, they are going to do that. So they are kind of getting, you know, something out of the fact that they didn't get the wedding that they paid for.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, and they are getting they did get their money back, or they are getting their money back for the wedding. Not for like the stay, but for the wedding, because they paid for a lot of stuff. And we also are trying to get the money back for the girls that were supposed to come in and do our hair and makeup for like the whole bridal party.
Yeah. Because they didn't do anything, right? Because they were supposed to show up Saturday.
All they did was a Friday. They did a trial run on my sister, so they came and did her hair and makeup. Which lucky for her, because she ended up having the fucking wedding that night.
Yeah, good
so
point.
Her hair and makeup was already done because they had the trial run.
Yeah.
But that's all they did. So they got paid to do 1, 2, 3, 5 girls' makeup, not including the bride, 6 total. And they don't want to refund the money. And I don't know why. I don't know what the conversation is. I don't know if they're pulling the same like, oh, it's not our fault.
Right.
Shit.
A lot of places go like, oh, well, you can't cancel. You have to cancel within like, I don't know, a week or something like that, or a month, because if we didn't reserve this date for you, we could have been making money doing somebody else. Weddings are tough. Most people you're going to find are like non-refundable. Like, hey, you're going to put this deposit down, it's non-refundable. At least you could screw over the DJ. Like, you could take the money back from the DJ. Is Showbiz getting paid, or?
No, he did it for free.
Oh, okay, so he would have done it for free anyway. Did they fly? Never. That's too personal. I was going to say, like, did they fly him out? But don't answer that.
I have no idea. I can't answer that for you anyways.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun, though. And if something's going to go wrong, but then still pivot to have a happy ending, you want it to be when you're surrounded by your friends and your family. Like,
I think it was like,
that's a great pivot.
I never once during the entire time felt bad or upset that things did not go as planned.
Yeah.
Even after we missed our flight, I was like, or even when we first got there and they said like the wedding's canceled or they're monitoring it or we may have to this, that. I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to have a hurricane wedding.
And you were also
this sounds dope.
Right, but you're also in vacation mode. She is.
Yeah, she's much more stressed out.
Right.
It wasn't my wedding, so I didn't give a fuck.
Exactly. That's a great place to be. Oh, how fun. I'm so happy that it all worked out well.
Yeah, I thought I was going to die, but I was like, at least I'll die in Cabo on the beach.
Okay, so you've been in an earthquake.
Yes.
You've been in a hurricane now.
Yes.
So have you been in like a tornado?
I haven't been in they've been very nearby to the point where like I get all the warnings and our sirens are going off and we're getting the alerts on our phone, like shelter in place, duck and cover. Like they've been that close to me. But I've never actually been in a tornado.
Fire? We've done snowstorm.
I've never been in a fire.
Kind of snowstorm.
I've been in a snowstorm.
Yeah. That shuts down, like a snowstorm that shuts down the city. Okay, we've done that.
I've been in a pandemic.
Oh, yeah, good point. Hey, there was a pandemic we were involved in.
I've never been in like a tsunami or anything.
Oof.
And that's, by the way, what I thought the hurricane was going to be. I can't remember if I said that on the podcast or not.
No, you didn't.
When the hotel started, like, so it's going to be a lot worse than we thought. We're going to have to ask everyone to, shelter in place and blah, blah, blah. That's in my mind what I pictured was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I didn't really like think about the difference between a hurricane and a tsunami.
Yeah.
But in my head, it was all the same shit.
Same thing,
I was
yeah.
like, there's a big ass wave. I'm going to see from my patio a big ass fucking wave.
Coming right at me.
Crashing through the beach and it's going to flood us. And I'm like, are these buildings built to stand that kind of stuff? Like, I was so scared. I was so scared, and at the same time trying to act like I didn't care because I didn't want to scare my son.
How did he like Mexico? Well, I mean, I get his experience kind of sucked for the first couple days.
Yeah, he didn't start liking it until Monday.
Yeah, that's when it opens up and becomes Mexico again.
That's when everything opened and it was sunny and we were swimming all day. That's when he started having fun. When we went into town on Sunday, he was like moping around. You know how he gets when he like doesn't want to be there?
Yeah.
Like I think you've known him long enough to know when he's in his little fucking attitudes and then he's pissing me off because I'm like, I brought you all the way out here and you don't even want to smile for a picture with me. I'm trying to take these pictures and make memories and he's
I know.
Oh, I want to slap shit out of him.
That's why I'm glad my cousin did a no kids wedding. Like, let the parents get a break.
Yeah, but if that...
I mean, that causes some other issues in the back end. I get that, too.
Yeah, I get it. But if you want to do a no-kids wedding, then I just can't go. Because most likely everyone that I would have to watch my son will be at the wedding.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was getting so mad at him just because he was like moping around and just complaining. And then I'm like, take a picture. And he's like, no. Or I would make him take a picture and he would like ruin the picture by not fucking smiling.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is why I'm not going to take you to Tokyo if you're going to act like this.
See?
I was getting so mad.
Let's wrap this podcast up. I have a couple things that I'll go into on the next podcast.
Did you ask all your questions? I know you wrote some stuff down.
Yeah. I asked them while you were telling your story. I wrote a couple things down for other topics. Like I went to go see the Wu-Tang Clan and Nas when I was in Seattle.
Okay.
Fucking awesome concert, but I had like some things about that.
Okay.
Okay, so let's wrap this podcast up. You can follow us on Instagram at Strawberry and Lizette.
What would you have done if I died?
What? If you would have died?
Before we wrap it up, like what would you have done? Would you have cried?
Dude, I think that
like did anyone think about that? Like what if something happens and she doesn't come back? Like what are we gonna do?
I don't think it wasn't that big of a hurricane where I was worried about that. Because there was like a little coverage out here, but if it's like some destructive ass hurt, like they follow it, like, oh my God, all this happened. So I kept an eye on it. I'm like, it's just going to be inconvenient. I knew you were going to die. Meanwhile, Eric goes from that hurricane to Mexico City where they had another hurricane.
I saw that. I haven't hit him up though. Have you hit him up?
No, I just saw that he made it into Mexico City.
Me too.
So I'm like, oh, this guy. No, I didn't. God damn, I didn't think you were going to die.
Storm chasers.
I know, right? I didn't think you would have died. But what if I had done that? It would have been hella sad. I'm like, whoa.
Would you have taken time off work?
I would have asked for it. They would have requests would have been denied. But like, well, who's going to cover all your shifts?
I don't know. Ask Lizette.
Too soon.
What picture would you use for when I died?
Oh, okay. Honestly, I didn't have a chance to mention this I was going to say it when you talked about your wedding dress. I would have used one of your recent ones because you looked amazing.
And which one?
All the photos and videos you were posting from the wedding.
Oh, thanks.
Like, you looked amazing. The dress, I know you're working hard, to outshine everybody at the wedding. Yeah. You looked great. It would have been one of those. But yeah, we would have found one. We would have found a good one for your memorial.
I think what I'm gonna do is
just pin it. Whatever one you want me to use for your, just pin it to the top of your Instagram.
No, I will. I'm going to take a picture. After maybe like the next
time.
Should I do
this one?
No, not that one. I'm going to take a picture with the intention of this is a picture I want people to use when I die.
Oh, don't say that.
And then
why? This is a good one too. This wasn't at the wedding. But where's the one in your white dress? That was a great one. I have a buddy who...
He did that and then he died?
No, but he doesn't smile, like, at all. And he did say... What picture was it? There was a picture, and he kind of battles depression, right? Mm-hmm. And there was a photo, and he said the exact same thing. He's like, well, I have to smile for this one so you guys have something to use at my funeral. And he's still here with us. Like, don't get me wrong.
Oh.
But he battles depression, and he never smiles in photos. He never does stuff like that. And he did say that. I forget what photo it was, but everyone's like, "Hey, man, good to see you smile. Hey, that's a great smile. It's a great photo. Whatever." He's like, "Yeah, I had to give my mom something to use for my funeral of me smiling." I'm like,
so that's what I'm gonna do.
That's dark, dude. Don't say that. That's dark.
Like maybe I'll have a photo shoot like on the beach or something, like a sunset photo shoot.
Yeah.
And then I'll pin it to the top of my Instagram and I'll be like, use this when I die.
Like this? Use my Bad Bunny costume. I've thought about that too, though. I've thought about if you go missing or like, dead.
Use this.
And they put your photo on the news or even like, okay, so.
Go use some bullshit ass photo.
Right. The news uses some BS photos, but also I've been to memorials and I'm like, how do you know that so-and-so wanted this photo?
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea because, again, my fiance likes this one photo. I'll pull it up. She likes this one photo.
I have a ton of pictures, too, that I haven't even posted yet.
But she likes this photo of me that I freaking can't stand. And she posts it all the time. And, like, when we do, like, our media kits and stuff like that for whatever, digital partnerships, I'm going to find it. She always posts it. I'm like, dude, I hate that. I hate that because I went to this, like, I didn't know, just like you, like I didn't know I was gonna get my photo taken that day.
See,
I didn't do my hair,
this
like
is
my
a cute
face
one.
was scruffy. That's a good one.
I
yeah.
look happy. See, look at
and
that.
there's sky in the
Sky, sunset.
That's Lizette. She's in the sky
and
watching over us. That's a good idea. I'm gonna email somebody. I'm gonna email my brother and my fiance.
Use this when I die.
If I happen to die, use this photo. And don't let my fiance use the one of me in like the blue denim shirt.
That's how he was in all the pictures. Doesn't that just piss you off?
Yeah. He could care. He's like, I don't want to be here. Yeah, that works.
Look, but no, we took a picture here with the Cabo sign. Super cute. And then zoom in on him. Pissing me off. I was so mad.
There needs to be something. I need to set up some sort of email that goes off when I die and it has all my instructions.
I think that's called a will.
Oh, yeah. I might as well put it in a will. But like this...
What if your will is just nothing but photo albums? Use this for the front of the memorial. Use this to put in the frame at my casket.
Yeah.
Use this for the newspaper, the obituary.
Yep. But also like maybe I want my funeral a certain way. Maybe I want like a Viking funeral. Maybe I want like an outdoor thing. Maybe I want... Here's one thing, and I've said this a lot. I'm going to remind you, in case you have a bad memory. If I pass away, I want people to be able to talk at my funeral and like share stories. Because there's been two, unfortunately, recently.
Haven't we talked about this?
Yes.
Like, what story would we share?
I don't know. I just want to get this out. If I die, I want people to be able to like pass the mic around or go up to the front of the church or whatever and be able to talk and share stories. Because I had a story.
Talk about the time that you punched me.
I had a story for my aunt Sharon, who passed away. I had a great story for her. They didn't do it. I had a great story for my Aunt Kathy. I had a great story for my best friend Kaz, who passed away. It was like 3 out of 4 of the last funerals I went to. They didn't let people talk. There was one I went to, and actually there's 2 recent ones. My buddy DJ LP, and then my other buddy but there were a lot of people that like got up and shared stories, but like the ones that I had stories and anecdotes ready for, they didn't do stories. Like I want people to be able to share stories because I wanted to, hey, you know Aunt Sharon for this, here's a memory I have. Or you know my buddy Kaz from this, here's a great memory I have. To kind of make people feel like, oh yeah, like give them a warm feeling, right? So yes, what story would I share about you?
By the way,
yeah,
here's what Showbiz looks like, just so you guys can see how fucking big he is.
And he's slouching down on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's wrap this up.
Are we going to cut this podcast into 2?
Yeah, we'll make this a 2-parter. All right, so again, on Instagram, at Strawberry and Lizette.
You still haven't told me what story you would tell if I died.
We'll have to do that in another podcast.
Oh,
we're already like a
gonna
minute
forget.
or an hour in.
Just do it really quick.
So that's our homework assignment. Memorial stories.
I don't want homework.
Memorial. You can do the punch story. Memorial stories.
The punch story.
Of.
Wait, I think I know what mine's going to be. Okay.
Okay. What's your Instagram?
I'm at Lizette Love, LIZETTELOVEE. Look out for the picture that I want you to use for when I die.
The when I die photos. I am at Strawberry Radio. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks. Peace.
Bye.